Tonight on the Black Channel, if you want to know why it is that these corporate media outlets keep bringing on the same Negroes year after year, you've got yet another brutal reminder why. Somebody's got a lot of explaining to do. The Black Channel is live. Unapologetic, unadulterated, and absolutely uncompromising. Greetings, brothers and sisters from around the world, and welcome back to the home, the haven, the stronghold, the everlasting superfortress of intelligent black thought. We are the Black Media, and this is the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the voice of Black America, the Black Authority, broadcasting to you live from the only historically black college and university of higher education and learning in the cosmos. You are, of course, welcome to join us. And join us you shall, because on tonight's program here, yes, indeed. Once again, you're getting a crash course on why it is that the white media loves to pick and choose people. And as I have told you now, going on 2 decades, they choose them for a specific reason. They are known quantities. Everybody who's bed wenching and bed bucking isn't necessarily married to the people, but they married to the game. For those of you who are not aware, Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, yet again, doing some Kamala ass kissing, and he's been using this Representative Nancy Mace. I think he smacked her up before on CNN, talking about some things here. So it's happened before, but this time, oh boy, this time things went a little bit different. She came prepared. She didn't bring receipts. She brought invoices. And the white media is jumping on it here. They started slowly but surely, so they're jumping on it here because, yeah, they haven't had a whole lot to cheer about. Want to go ahead and take you over here to none other than Fox News. Yes, indeed, because, of course, they'll have the dirt. They're showing how their exchange went. Michael Eric Dyson, of course, trying to check her about how to say Kamala Harris's name.
But when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
So now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to
No. You are intending that
your disrespect of Kamala Harris is part and parcel of a tradition of disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman, why can't you just?
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm telling you what the practice is.
You are. You absolutely are.
Okay, well, she wasn't happy about that. And so what she's done is she's tapped into her white outrage. As this woman really just sat up here and used our tax dollars to do this.
I'd like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
The guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala.
First of all, tapping into your white woman outrage, he specifically said he didn't say you were racist, and then she goes, of course, and lies, so I'm not going to let you get away with that. He specifically did not say that. She said, calling me racist. He didn't call you racist, but of course she's a white woman, so no one is going to question it, even if I'm showing you that, by the way, that's a lie. So first and foremost, she starts by lying. For a second of all, our tax dollars, is this supposed to be in front of Congress here? So she wants to go there and scream and clutch her pearls. Oh, the big Negro, the big light-skinned, soft, puffy Negro. So this is what they were doing there, because she knows, of course, her people, the white supremacists, are going to run to her defense on that. However, Mike Michael, all that said, you got some splaining to do. Because this is what she showed. And by the way, it says she had like 5 photos, although she isn't showing the others. But this is what she was showing up there. And she got this on her Twitter. So first of all, you can see now, apparently this was from that day because they were wearing the same outfits. I don't know if this was before or after the CNN interview, but apparently the messages were after it. And as you can see, he got his arm around her. What the hell is Michael sitting up here wearing? What is this? What? What's going on with the shirt under it and whatnot? And I'm just the tennis shoes. Michael, what are we doing? What are we doing? However, Mike, you look real comfortable with your arm wrapped around old girl over there. You looking real comfy, Mike. I mean, you looking real comfy. This is like Roland Martin, slightly less creepy. Damn. This is like Roland Martin, just slightly less creepy. That's what it looks like here. So it's just, y'all, what is going on here? I don't get it. But very clearly, Michael looked like he's having some fun gripping that waist over there. So he's like, oh, so this is what it feels like. Y'all see Michael with that look. Oh, Michael, I got to do it. Oh, Mike got that look of genuine content over there, doesn't he? Oh, Michael is looking genuinely contented. Oh, he's like, boy, wouldn't this be impressive with the faculty if I could do this? If y'all want to know why it is that we don't have reparations yet, damn. If y'all want to know the real reason why it is we don't have reparations yet, it's because when the white establishment chooses a Simone Sanders, a Michael Eric Dyson, and the rest of their Van Jones and their ilk to go out there and quote unquote speak for us, they're going to be the black voice on their platforms. Of course, these are bought and paid for Negroes who shouldn't be there. They're puppets, every single one of them. They know what they're bringing on there. They're not bringing on anybody there who is not a known quantity. You're already bought and paid for. You're already in the tank. They already know what it's going to be. They already know what it's going to be. And that's the whole point. Now, I've told you about these old niggas for decades now, Michael Eric Dyson being at the top of that list. I've told you about these old niggas for decades, and I've told you, what is it that the old niggas want? We're talking about revolutionary change and economic empowerment, and they are all pursuing interracial sexual access. That's what he wants to show up on CNN for, because he thinks he's going to get interracial sexual access. Oh, don't worry. We're going to talk about Marsha in a few moments. We're going to get to Marsha in a minute. So in any case, here are the text messages on your screen here from Michael. This is what she was showing. I mean, talk about some of the sloppiest. This is old nigga macking. This is old nigga macking right here. Old niggas don't know when they're just cringe. They don't even recognize when they just, you the old nasty uncle. They don't know when they doing it, y'all. All of their flirtatious lines are decades old. They're really out of touch with where they are in the bigger picture of how appealing they are. So, shh, don't tell anybody. We look good together. Kissing emoji.
Nigga, please.
Don't tell anybody. We look good together. Michael, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Somebody said Motown pickup lines. What are we doing, Mike? Her response was just to go, ha, 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 ha. This nigga didn't take a damn hint. He comes right back Well, your gorgeousness makes the photos, so there's that. Gorgeousness. All these old big word niggas.
Nigga, please.
This is an old big word nigga. Gorgeousness. Nigga, what is that? When's the last time you all used that particular conjugation? Gorgeousness. When's the last time you did that? Well, you see, your illuminosity of your allure is only accentuating your gorgeousness. Somebody grab this old big word nigga. Let him know Oswald Bates wants his thesaurus back. This is what's going on. Do y'all think he's the only one? Come on now. Michael's just the one that they sitting out. Here's the thing I want y'all to understand here. This is just the white woman who squealed.
Auntie, chill.
This is just the one who said something. How many others out there ain't said nothing? He been sending little messages to them, and the other ones haven't said anything. Now you know why, because they just sit on their little grenades. Like, okay, one of these days I'm gonna check this nigga. Let me go ahead and bank this. Michael been doing this so long. This is what happens when you do it so long and you quote unquote get away with it for so long, and you don't even know what the hell happening. He doesn't even get it. So there's no reason to even bring it up to him because he doesn't get it. He thinks he's solid. He thinks he's doing a great job. He thinks he's doing wonderful here. He is totally out of touch. And these are the folks that these corporations sit up here and pay and bring on as contributors and do all that mess for. Now you know why. Now you know why they do it. Oh, this is the investment they're paying for. They're not going to bring you on there if they don't already know how you leaving. They already know what they're going to do. And they already know what they're going to do about you. Now, let me go ahead and take you to the scene of the crime. We're going to go ahead and show you what's happening on Twitter, in these Twitter streets. So this is Nancy Mace's page here. Nancy Mace, mom, Citadel grad, former Waffle House waitress, Congresswoman representing South Carolina. Now, is Nancy Mace married? Because you see what she said here. Mom, Citadel grad, former Waffle House waitress. I bet you Michael was thinking, well, with my professorship, this Waffle House waitress should be perfectly fine to have a distinguished academic Negro gentleman like myself next to her gorgeousness and my sagaciousness, and we would make a very ludicrous couple. I'm sure Michael thinks he's doing a great job, y'all. So this is what she posted on her Twitter. It says 5 photos saved, so I don't know how many photos were in here, but it says 5 saved. So my Apple people, y'all can explain what this means, because she only posted this one photo. Then she showed their exchange. 1.8 million views. Well, Michael has had something to say about it. What? Because this is what happens. Big head niggas think that they can talk their damn way out of anything. So after she did this and blew up the spot on the damn congressional record, which is petty as hell of her and ridiculous, after she does that, why, here's Michael. The ridiculous lies told by the ridiculous lies. He said lies. Dude, she's showing the damn messages here. What are you saying? Is this AI? I don't mean Allen Iverson. The ridiculous lies told by Nancy Mace in an effort to smear my name because of her anger at being checked for her insensitive disregard for VP. I had no intent with her to do anything but be nice. And her white woman's tears and mendacity are all in the service of lies and distortions. I was wrong about one thing. She is a bigot and a racist.
Nigga, please.
So this is what he's saying now. Now that she's gone on the damn me congressional record, Now that she's done that, now all of a sudden, now she's a racist and a bigot. Now that she hadn't done that, let me stop here. Oh, y'all, they got old niggas shook. They got old niggas shook. Oh boy, Michael, he showed up. He got an Instagram. What are we doing, Mike? What are we doing? He done went to Instagram. What did he say? Let me go ahead and find out here, Mike. He done went all the way to Instagram.
My friends, Michael Eric Dyson here.
My friends, Michael Eric Dyson.
Just want to clear something.
You want to clear something up, nigga? You can't clear this up.
A vicious untruth. The rumor that's being spread by Congresswoman Nancy Mace claim.
Y'all, when the nigga start bucking his eyes. Damn. Oh, we are the black media giving you the insight and analysis that you'll receive absolutely nowhere else. I'm freezing that frame. Y'all see your old nigga uncle. Oh, when he bucking it. Y'all, did you see how many times he has bucked his eyes since this video has started? Have you seen how many times them eyes went way out there? Oh. I is worried. Okay, I'm stopping so you all can start to notice that. But by the way, yeah, he ain't even got good in it. He hasn't even gotten good in it.
I was trying to hit on her, so I'm trying to figure this out. So this is our complete text exchange that she says proves I was trying to hit on her. We were on CNN together. She was vicious. She was nasty. She refused to call Kamala Harris by her right name. We had a bitter exchange about that. She claims in the interview that I called her racist when I went out of my way to say she wasn't a racist. I said, "You're a wonderful woman."
Okay, you got to hold that, Mike. You got to hold that. When I talked to Jared Taylor and Richard Spencer, I said white supremacists. When I talked to Jared Taylor and Richard Spencer, I said white supremacists. When they said that they were not, I said, what's the difference between you and a white supremacist? Where do you and white supremacists not agree? So, Mike, when you sit up here and say that, oh, wait a minute, Mike, you got to hold that. She's not saying anything now that she wasn't saying before. She's just talking about you. You got to hold this, Mike. If she was a wonderful, kind, gracious woman, well, damn it, she still is.
But let me say this to you, because I know you probably didn't understand this or mean it, but when you call Kamala Harris out of her name, that is perpetuating a legacy of inequality and of white subordination of black people. Oh, so you called me a racist? No, I didn't. So she's looking for some reason to try to exploit the situation. This is the text exchange. I sent her, Abby Phillip, the host of the show, suggested we take pictures. I said, let's take a picture. She said, Abby said, when you post it, then tag me too, and then we'll have fun. Because the whole point was two bipolar opposites, Michael Eric Dyson on one side, Nancy Mace on the other. So I sent her, and she said, great pick. And I said, shh. Don't tell anybody. We look good together, with a laughing face and a kissy face.
Michael, you should have gone ahead and posted those pictures, because that was the other part I wanted to get to. Yeah, Nancy, you sure do look pretty happy to be next to him also, by the way.
Auntie, chill.
Don't lie there, Nancy. By the way, you don't feel like an old Gertrude for a few moments there. So, by the way, Nancy, it looked like you hoping to get booed up on. So that doesn't surprise me that would be the case. I want to know who said nice picture. But by the way, yeah, Nancy, you look kind of giddy. Nancy, you do look a little bit giddy there, Nancy. You sure do look a little bit giddy. Like her jungle fever days, she might have one more swing through the jungle. We talking about jungle fever. It looks like she thinks she got one more swing through that jungle on her. So, yeah, you look a little giddy your damn self there, Nancy. Don't leave any messages out this exchange, because you look pretty damn giddy your damn self. So, okay, if you left some messages out the exchange, that's kind of important. If you contacted him talking about nice pics, I'm like, yeah, you look kind of damn giddy your damn self. What she say? The white men ain't checking for her. Maybe it'll be a fella out there who'll pick up something on trash day for second day pickup.
Nigga, please.
Okay, I just wanted to go ahead and put that part in there. By the way, Nancy, no, baby, you look a little giddy your damn self. So you might want to show all the messages. You might want to show all of them. But here's the thing. She just sprinkled a little bit. She said, nice picture. So she knew niggas is ready to jump. Niggas is ready to jump. She just sprinkled him a little bit. Nice picture. She sprinkled it. Y'all know niggas gonna go all in. So.
And my point.
In the chat room, yeah, I don't know if she's got other pictures on there and stuff. She ain't showing those. So, of course, she's not going to tell the whole story. You dealing with white supremacists. Michael's sitting up here trying to play nice with him. She's not a white supremacist until she goes to the damn Capitol Hill and puts him on blast. Now she's a white supremacist? Nigga, she was one when I was talking about it before. She always been that way. Y'all want to play these games? They're not white supremacists till they bite you. Now they're a white supremacist. You don't get to play that damn game. You were sitting right there in front of her ass, just like Roland Martin and the rest of them. You sitting right there in front of them. You call it out right there. You trying to sit up here and play nice. Play nice for what? You gonna go in, go all the damn way in. She gonna respect it either which way it goes. Are you calling me racist? You damn sure acting like one. If the shoe fits on them little crooked heels you got. Damn. If the shoe fits on them little crumpled up toes you wearing down there, buy a matching purse. If the shoe fits, buy a matching purse.
Was, don't tell anybody, because we are bipolar opposites. You're on one side of the spectrum and I'm on the other side of the spectrum. And she said, ha, 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 ha. And I said, well, your gorgeousness.
Oh, wait a minute, Mike. Oh, you just blew by something, didn't you? Mike just blew by something, didn't he? Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to I can't rewind on Instagram, but Michael just blew by something, didn't he? He went straight for the, don't tell him we look good together. He left out the emojis. Hey, Mike, what about that kissy face emoji, dude? He walked right by that, didn't he? He went straight to her comment about, ha, ha, ha. Mike, you left something out there, didn't you? She mentioned it on the damn floor of the Congress. You left that part out, Mike. About the kissy face thing, by the way, dude. You left that out. He went straight to what she said. Hey, Mike. Nah, nigga, if you're going to explain everything. What you going to say about that?
This makes the photo, so there's that. And a little smiley face. Again, I'm just saying that trying to be nice to her in the belief and the effort that if I'm nice to her and I prove that we don't have any bitter consequences from our fracas on television, that we can be relatively kind to each other, and I'm being nice to her.
Nigga, please.
Nigga, please.
Y'all. Now, look, I'm calling it straight down the middle. I'm calling it straight down the middle. I'm not giving preference one way or the other. I'm calling it straight down the middle. He didn't say anything about them kissy face emojis that he put on the original message when he said, we look good together. Y'all know what that is? Y'all old niggas know what that is. You know when you trying to sit up here and fly that little kite to see how they respond. You know how it is. Damn, girl, some folks would think you and me was married or something. You know, some folks would think we was a couple or something like that right there, baby. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. Y'all know when a nigga flying the kite. Yeah, you know, I'm too old to be dating your ass. No way. No, you not. Really? Okay. Y'all know when niggas be flying that little kite. Them old niggas fly that little kite. See how she gonna respond to that? We look good together. No, we don't. Okay, that'll be the last time you try that. We look good together. Hee hee hee. Okay, y'all know them old niggas do that. All right. He did that with the little kissy face. Old niggas don't realize when they too old to be doing something. They got the grandfather thing. It's like, okay. All right. He didn't say nothing about the kissy face, though. I just thought I would throw it up there. So, out of touch. He trying to explain. It's not going so great. Michael, you leaving whole damn things out here. If you're going to explain everything.
There's no hitting on you. I said, by the way, I've spoken twice at the Citadel. She said, oh, that's awesome, and sent 3 American flags, and I hit the exclamation point. She put a heart on the well, your gorgeousness makes the photo, so there's that. Then she removed the heart two days later because she knew she was up to some mayhem. I ain't tried to hit on this woman on no day. Then later on, she called me and Keith Boykin, my fellow panelists, boys. So I am trying to be nice to her, to be gracious to her, to compliment her, to suggest that she was, a human being, that she had been wonderful. I said she looked gorgeous that night. Now she's trying to turn this into me hitting on you. She removed the heart. These are other people that I interacted with recently, my friends, some of them. My friend Allison, I said, nice, you look gorgeous. Look out, Texas, here she comes, talking about that.
You didn't painter. But you didn't say that you and her look a certain way, Mike. You didn't say that. So whoever this Allison is, now you didn't say to her what you said to this other woman. But go ahead and keep explaining. Y'all, this is just like I got a lot of black friends. Y'all, he's explaining his ass off.
A world-renowned historian. On her Instagram, I posted, after she posted about she's a Mary Ellen von der Heyden Fellow in Letters of the American Academy in Berlin, in public, I said, gorgeous and brilliant all at once. A heart with a face that's smiling with hearts, and a kissy face, right?
Why are you telling all these damn random women that they gorgeous and sending them kissy faces, dude? What? To the married people in here, how many married women is just like, oh, that's okay, my husband be telling all kinds of women they gorgeous and kissy face. What in the world, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? And if they all turn out to be white, damn. Okay, Mike, if they all turn out to be white, come on, y'all, let's cut past the bull jive. How many of y'all in here are married to men and he's sitting up here telling a whole bunch of random women that they're gorgeous and sending them kissy faces and that's all right? What the hell kind of relationship we talking about here? What the hell going on? Come on now. This nigga ain't sliding in DMs. He's slipping and sliding in. Every time we turn around, he throwing all these kites. He's throwing all these little kites all over the place. Come on now, can't you tell him the nigga fishing?
Said, keep up the great work. Then there is my friend Terry, who I was giving tickets to for the Democratic National Convention. I said, I can if I will. Everybody and they mama want these tickets for today. You look gorgeous as always. Then my colleague Lisa at Vanderbilt, when we took pictures, I sent them to her and I said, me and Miss Gorgeous. And then Councilwoman Mary Sheffield, who is a councilwoman in Detroit. And I said, gorgeous and brilliant leader, bless you and thank God for your courage, strength, and leadership. And then my dear friend Susan Taylor.
What about the kissy face emojis, y'all? These are not the same as what he be doing with these in this woman's page. This ain't the same. He's doing a whole bunch of reaching out and talking to folks. By the way, hey, dude, this wasn't the same.
Renowned editor, Queen, that's what I call her. So good to see you today. You look gorgeous as always, and your soul-inspiring conversation was uplifting as always. Feel better. Love y'all.
By the way, for all the black women who think he talking about Queen, this, that, and the other, for all the black women who fall for that garbage from the Derek Jacksons and the Trent Sheltons and all these other lying asses who sit up here and say anything and everything you want to hear as if they ain't running no damn hustle and you like to giggle for it because you think they gonna put us straight, and they never do.
And deal with it, nigga.
By the way, y'all keep boosting all these old two-timing ass, lying ass, con men ass niggas out here. Y'all big up them, thinking that they're gonna someday sit up here and subjugate the rest of us and we're going to follow them. And it never works. It ain't never going to happen. Y'all just throwing bad money after worse money because talk about a terrible investment. There's not a black male in America who's trying to figure out how to be like Steve Harvey. Y'all can buy his book, show up his seminars, sit up here and clap all you want to. There's not a damn one of us trying to figure out how to be like that nigga. Not a one of us. There's not a damn one of us trying to figure out how to be like Derek Jackson. Not a damn one of us trying to figure out how to be like Trent Shelton or Michael Eric Dyson. So, ladies, stop the bad investment, okay? We're not listening to those guys. There's a whole audience full of females. We ain't listening to them. So, when this is the reason why, because they all fake and phony, and you know it. You know they're fake and phony too. You're just hoping that eventually we're going to follow them because they saying what you want to hear is, ooh, yeah, tell them fellas need to kiss our asses. And this is what they really think. You take a look in their damn DMs and it's a bunch of white women. You take a look in their DMs, all these old phony ass dudes, it's a bunch of white women in their DMs. Do you still feel like a queen now?
Auntie, chill.
By the way, do you still feel queenly now? Do his compliments still hit the same for you now? Now that you know this, do them compliments hit the same? Just thought we'd go ahead and throw it out there for you while you sitting up here big up in these dudes and follow them behind whatever they say. Do those mother queen, African mother goddess queen, do those compliments hit you the same now? Now that you know that, by the way, yeah, you the queen, but he looking for something a little bit pastier on the side over there. I mean, a whole chick talking about, oh, you disrespecting white, black people and subjugating them and this, that, and the other. He looks like he wants to subjugate them C-cups over there.
And deal with it, nigga.
He looking like he wants to subjugate. He looks like he wants to colonize the Congresswoman. Oh, and look at that. Is that even a handbag she's carried? I'll be damned. It's damn near a leather duffel bag. What the hell is that? What the hell is that she dragging with her? Does she keep luggage in that? That's not a handbag. That's damn near a fitness trainer bag. What is that? In any case, yeah, y'all, Michael is explaining his ass off here. He coming with the mother queen stuff. Okay. He got somebody else in mind for the princess.
And then finally, to Dana Bash. Well, I congratulated her on the interview she did with Kamala Harris. And then on another interview, saying people of color are eating cats, that's racism. I was quoting her. I said, thank you, Dana Bash. Besides being brilliant and courageous, you also look gorgeous.
Nigga, please.
So blonde-haired, blue-eyed Dana Bash, he ain't just complimenting her on her interview and her bull jive ass question and whatnot, throwing all them softballs, come on. He ain't just saying that. He can't just compliment your abilities, how you look. Oh, you are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. What he's doing, y'all, is he's trying to out himself. He's trying to say, by the way, before all these other white women come falling out the damn woodwork, y'all see what's going on. Before all you other white women come falling out the rafters and falling out the woodwork, because we all know what happens here. Remember Tiger Woods, Diddy and the rest of them. One of them come out, next thing you know, everybody else come falling out. So he's trying to get ahead of it now. He's like, oh, hell, I see where this is going. Yeah, it's been a whole bunch of white women that he been telling them how gorgeous they are. Okay, whole bunch of them. We see you, Michael. We see you. We see what you doing. He's trying to explain away all these other DMs that's about to start trickling out. That's what he's trying to do now. He's trying to get ahead of that. Well, you know, I mean, when you hear from Dana and Allison and Marie and Tiffany and Joanne, I'll be damned, Mike. Oh, I say that to everybody. I ain't worried. Okay, come on now. Come on. By the way, he didn't say what Dana said to him. He said that to Dana Okay, but Mike, you know what you didn't say? You didn't say what she said to you. Fellas, the bottom line is don't shoot at females who ain't shooting at you, man. Don't think you gonna use your little position because broads ain't really checking for you like that and you gonna use it. It's not gonna work for you. It don't work for you. It can't work for you. So Michael don't get it, y'all. Michael don't get it. These niggas get old. I gotta debunk another thing right here. To you old niggas. There's a bunch of you old niggas, you gone gray, and you tried to tell yourself about being salt and pepper. Man, if you don't sit your salt and pepper and lemon pepper ass down somewhere, seasoned salt ass down somewhere, that's something that broads pull on you old dudes to fool your asses. Women don't want no salt and pepper, dude. They just say that if they got a daddy fetish, they ain't looking for no nigga going gray. What the hell you talking about? When they put their ideal man together, he ain't never got gray hair. It ain't happening. She wants that gray money.
And deal with it, nigga.
She want that gray money, nigga. Fool yourself all you want to. When females talk about they dream man, Idris Elba, Denzel Washington, Michael B. Jordan, he got jet black hair. So all you old dudes going gray, steal your grandmama, kidnap your great grandmama, call it whatever it is. Let's just say it like it is. These chicks, when they run out of options, it's like, bring your old ass over here. Oh, I love me a distinguished gentleman, man. Just for Men was trying to teach you years ago. So let's just stop that one. They don't want an old gray dude. They want some old gray money. That's what they looking for. So let's stop that one right there. There is no metric of attractiveness where we start with, by the way, how old is this nigga here? How old? Oh, bring that gray nigga over here. You never see a 25-year-old female talking about she needs a gray dude. You never see that. These fellas lose total track of it. They lose total track of it and don't get it. Now, I guess if you get to a certain age and you're like Dwayne Johnson, you still got abs and, biceps and stuff. I mean, okay, I guess maybe that shave all your hair off. I guess that, evens it out. But then you old dudes trying to tell yourselves is, I still got it, nigga. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't look distinguished. Don't let them females gas your ass up. You go to the beach, you go to the party or whatever, and they trying to get at the dude who still got jet black hair. No dissing. It is what it is. Stop playing yourself because this is where you end up at. You end up in Nancy Mace's DMs thinking you got a shot. Sitting up here looking at a fellow with jet black hair next to you. And then you like me and him the same. As a matter of fact, I'm better than him. What? Dude, them chicks done played you, man. Show me a fellow with gray hair and no money who the chicks are checking for. Show him to me. I can show you a broke young fella that chicks are checking for. Show me the gray old, I don't care about no money. He sure is fine. This is, okay, broke is a joke. Show me that one. Stop it. To the old fellas out there, the pension pimps and everybody else, stop it. Cash your little SSI. Do your little, go buy your little convertible. Walking with your hips all messed up. Y'all know that swaying side to side thing them fellas do that they rock from side to side because their hips ain't right and the knees ain't really locked in. He's scared it's gonna go out on him. He has to take the elevators everywhere. He can't walk up no stairs and whatnot. Nigga, stop. Stop. Jason, you just bragging because you almost 50 and your hair's still jet black. And
deal with it, nigga.
I'm just saying. I done got lucky, but to the rest of you fellas, I'm like, hey, by the way, fellas, yeah. They put that stuff on there to get the Just for Men out your damn hair and you still start going white. It's like, okay. All right, Michael. But then again, Michael probably been damn me stressed. I'm not the only one. There's a bunch of y'all come from families where the folk got older, but their hair still stayed black. Okay, well, it ain't Michael. Michael didn't get the memo. Another thing is, he ain't even edged up. I'm just saying, hey, Mike, not only are you gray, bro, you're gray, you're not edged up. It ain't nothing. I'm not dissing nobody. I'm just saying, hey, Mike, if you gonna make that move, you got to make that move the right way. If you're going to make that move, you got to make the move the right way. The suit ain't looking right. Here's what's happening with the hair. It looks like a Brillo pad. What are we doing? You think your reputation and your academic status going to carry you, and you should have something that's a size 6 with a slim waist sitting next to you. It's very clear what you think of yourself, but this does not match. It doesn't match.
And then I put a power hand and a smiley, a face with hearts. I ain't hitting on Nancy Mace. I often acknowledge people's gorgeousness, and men's too, by everybody.
What?
Y'all, is Roland Martin around here somewhere?
Nigga, please.
Is Roland Martin around here somewhere? Because you know Roland ain't, based on what we've seen lately, Roland ain't worried about some females jumping out the woodwork. I'm like, yeah, it's not females we worried about jumping out the woodwork on Roland. We used to think that might happen. I'm like, no, that's not going to occur. Yeah, we might see Roland at the freak off, but it's if Roland might be on one of Diddy's tapes at the freak off, we're now skeptical that there will be females involved. But Michael, what you trying to say, bruh? Michael, what the hell you trying? Y'all, Michael is just like, let me get ahead of everything. Michael, there's a lot you ain't told us. It sounds like there's a lot that Michael hasn't told us yet. That he trying to unload this now and figure out is there a diplomatic way of leaking this out. Okay, Michael, are you gonna be testifying at the Diddy trial?
And deal with it, nigga.
Y'all, is Michael gonna be testifying at the Diddy trial? I'm just asking. It's like, hey, Michael, there's something happened in New York you need to explain to us before Diddy get on the stand? Would you like to tell us what's on that videotape before Diddy takes the stand? Or are you just gonna wait till he get up there, cross your fingers and hope for the best? Hope they skip over you.
So my point is that this is a woman trying to exploit a situation, trying to pretend as if I was trying to hit on her. She literally has that text exchange that I read the whole of it to you. I ain't trying to holler at her. I ain't trying to be with her. I have not dated white women. Not that that's a problem. All three of my wives have been 7 to 11 years older.
How old were you back then, nigga? They've been older than me. Mike? Hello? Hello, Michael? Come on now. Michael is 65 now, y'all. Him and his wife the same age. They 65 now. I want to say Marcia, is he still married to her? Because I got questions about that. But I want to say him and her about the same age. Although there's some weird stuff here. So there might be some not correct about this because when I was looking at this before, yeah, he said this is 70. So when I was Googling it before, it says 65, but if she is, I'm like, okay. Nancy is 46, y'all.
What?
By the way, Nancy is 46, which don't make you a dime except to an old dude. I done told y'all about that. These old fellas, they get their SSIs. These chicks pull the wool over. Dude, she's not a dime. If you're 46-year-old female, you're a dime to a 70-year-old. Exhibit A. To a fella who got real options, not so much. Go grab you an old fella before his hip go out completely and before they had to do the reconstructive surgery on his knees. But, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, you're 46 years old, you're a dime to a nigga that's 70 years old. You sure are. That's where you fit in. So, I'm just dissecting what y'all saying there. But by the way, that's what Michael was posting up here. And I ain't dissing Marsha. I'm not dissing Marsha at all. Is he saying that she's 70 years old? That's back in 21. Okay, well, her hips and knees are working. Better than his from what I've seen. Oh, yeah, by the way, when you click this link here for Marsha L. Dyson, oh, wait a minute. Oh, what happened? Yeah, you click that link for her, and it's not doing what it was doing. So, something going on there on their page. Something going on that page. It's not, yeah, when you go click on it, you get this. Somebody explain to me what's going on here. When you click on it, you get this. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. What I do know is, baby, if you 65 or 70 years old, I don't know what it is, but Michael is, and by the way, there's another thing. When niggas start talking too much, let me go ahead and explain to you all some basic psychology. You understand this when you're dealing with children. Every person in here who's ever caught somebody red-handed lying to you, what's the first thing they start doing? They start talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. They won't let you get a word in edgewise. They just start talking and talking and talking. They just start rambling on and on and on. They won't quit. And Michael has done started talking and talking and talking and talking. I'm just saying, you recognize some of those behaviors. Somebody you've caught red-handed and they just start rambling on and on and on. They start bringing in a bunch of other people's names and start naming dates. But when I was out there in Timbuktu and Lawrence of Arabia, you notice those mannerisms when they don't just refute what the hell was said. They just go on and on and on and on. Just thought I would point that out. He's sitting up here explaining now about, all my wives were older than me. And yet I don't think that's the situation now. I don't think that's the situation now. If it is, boy, you're doing a whole bunch of talking. You're doing a whole bunch of talking about something that, what does that mean? What does that mean? Michael's in the bind, y'all. When you got to sit here and do that, we in a bind, bruh. We in a bind. He's starting to talk his ass off, so, Is he still married? I don't know. You go over here, her account's gone. It's like, okay, clearly she's very clearly not trying to stand up for him. So, I don't know. Maybe we need to put out an APB.
Again, where in that text exchange am I hitting on you? No.
Where in the text exchange are you hitting on her? The we look good together. Kissy face. You think this little smiling emoji gonna get you out of it? We look good together. I'm just joking. Kissy face. No, I'm not. Okay. We look good together. She said, nice picture, and he said, we look good together. What you trying to pull, Mike? Come on, man. Y'all sit up here and do this stuff on the sneak, and the first time them hoes, did he say hoes? I damn sure did, Nancy Mace.
And deal with it, nigga.
First time they sit up there and do that, next thing you know, the woman don't sit up here and yell at him the first time and blow up the spot. He figures, okay, she wants it. Let me go ahead and keep going. He's sitting up here bringing her out, airing her out on national television like that. It's like, okay. By the way, Nancy Mace, she's not married.
What?
She got divorced back in 2019. Says that she was engaged. Y'all chicks need to stop it with the engagement stuff. She was engaged to some entrepreneur named Patrick Bryant, whatever the hell that is. So, yeah, she's a single mom out here. She's a divorced single mom roaming these streets. Call it for what it is, Mike. Mike tried to throw his bid. Mike tried to shoot his shot. He tried to throw that air ball up there. So, yeah, he like, okay, well, she a congresswoman, and she ain't taken. She available. Okay. So just in case you all were wondering, by the way, that woman, that congresswoman is single. She did have a fiance, but they done called that off. And what do you know? Here comes Michael. Right when y'all called it off? Like, okay, Mike. All right, just go for it, bro.
What you're trying to do is generate nastiness and viciousness because you're so bitter because you got your butt whipped that night because I told you then that what you were doing is wrong. And let me correct one thing I did say. That night I said, you're a wonderful woman. And then I said, I know you don't intend to do this. And she said, oh, are you calling me a racist? And of course I said, no, I wasn't. Let me correct myself. You are a racist. You are a racially charged, small-minded, bigoted person.
What?
Okay, because she wasn't all this before she blew the spot up. She's the same woman she was before she blew the spot up. Now she's all these other things. Now she wasn't all these other things when you got to wrap your arm around her luscious boniness.
And deal with it, nigga.
Yeah, when he got to wrap his arm around her luscious post-wall pink suit, divorcee, single mom boniness, when he got a chance to wrap that arm around that, she wasn't all this then? She wasn't all of that then? She is now. Okay. All right. When he got to wrap them Crypt Keeper fingers around her bony Beckiness, everything was sweet and wonderful then. Now she's, oh, you awful and evil and this, then. Okay, y'all. This is what women are accustomed to this, because this is how women play these games. Y'all sit up here and let fellas say all this mess about all these phony ass compliments because you know it's not real. They're in your DMs. Mother Queen got us my eye. Soon as you tell him, I'm not interested. Look here, you old feckless ass hoe. You dirty ass, grimy ass, sleazy ass, slutty ass, hoey ass. Y'all know full well whenever y'all turn down the fella's advance, you know what's coming next. You know it's like, okay, he gonna call me everything but a child of God. You know that's what's coming next. Well, here Michael is. Now that she don't want it, now she's all this other stuff.
Who is trying to exploit a situation to try to make people believe that I was hitting on you when I've just now read the entire exchange, which is false. I've read other.
He read the entire exchange except for the kissy face emojis.
What?
He didn't say the kissy face emoji. Y'all notice I point out to y'all, by the way, you skipped over that, Mike.
Exchanges with people where I've called them gorgeous and wasn't trying to hit on them. And so your attempt is sad and sorry, but your bigoted, racist attempt will not succeed. Ain't nobody trying to holler at you. And if you're that desperate that you need a black man to holler at you, I'm not the one to do it. There are plenty on your side who can do that, ma'am, but you got the wrong brother in me. Again, vicious, misleading, lying, distorting, and trying to pretend as if somebody's trying to holler at you when that's the furthest thing from my mind. My mistake was being gracious to you, of trying to say, oh my God, we are opposites, but we can still be gracious to one another. I can still compliment you. I can still say nice things to you.
He's going on and on and on. Do y'all notice that? I just wanted to point this out again to you. By the way, he's going on and on and on. He's going back and saying the same stuff 2 and 3 times now. We heard you the first time. Why are you going on and on and on? We got you the first time. Unless, of course, you don't think we believe you. Now, if you're so certain of it, why is it you didn't stop on Twitter? He didn't just stop with his statement on Twitter. He's come back here to let you know. It's like, okay, all right. But by the way, he's going on and on.
There was no attempt to do anything but to be gracious to you. But you have proved to be what I said you weren't. A vicious white supremacist racist who is incapable of accepting the generosity and kindness of a black man.
Now, he didn't say this about Bill Maher. He hadn't said this about a bunch of these folk on the left. He ain't never talked like this about them. Oh, I guess Bill hadn't stabbed him in the back yet. As soon as Bill does, this is what they think they're going to pull their black card after ingratiating themselves in white supremacist society fails. Then they going to pull their black card. And the rest of us are supposed to come to the damn rescue. It ain't going to work. That's not going to work either, Mike.
You are a sorry, sick soul.
You are a sorry, sick soul. That's old niggas right there. They all talk like preachers. These old niggas start talking like there's some. That's why they fall in love with religion, I guess. They think that's going to give them some authority. So this first shot right here, I mean, don't he look like the preacher down at one of the deacons down at the church and whatnot, driving that 79 Cadillac Brougham? Half of the damn trunk is hanging out in the street. It's so damn long we can't even fit it in the damn parking spot like we're supposed to. Is half of it sticking out in the damn street in front of the church.
Friends, Michael Eric Dyson here. Just want to clear something up.
Okay, first bucking eyes.
A vicious untruth and rumor that's being spread by Congresswoman Nancy Mace claiming.
Okay, second bucking eyes. There we go.
I was trying to hit on her, so I'm trying to figure
third bucking eyes
this out. So this is our complete text exchange that she says proves I was trying to hit on her.
So I'm not going to make you rewatch it again. I just want to do the bucking the eyes and whatnot. So y'all know what it is when the nigga didn't got caught. Y'all know what it is. So yeah, y'all, Michael Eric Dyson, he was testing the waters to see if he was this resolute black male and whatnot, and to see if this white woman, to see how eager for some companionship she was gonna be and whatnot. So he throwing that little soft kite. He threw that little soft kite. He threw a little soft kite out there. Don't we look good together? Kiss emoji. Okay, so he threw it out there. Old girl knew how to ring it in. She knew he wasn't going to leave well enough alone. He wasn't going to leave well enough alone, and they never do. Now, here's where things take an ominous turn, and this is the part that Michael is concerned about, because things take an ominous turn. Things do take an ominous turn. Remember when I was showing you that before, and the Fox News article covers this. But please understand, you playing games, they're not playing games with you. Goes on here to say, I would like to enter into the record. She's talking about entering to the record. And then they show on here Michael Eric Dyson's response from Twitter that I showed you before. Then it says that Mace has responded. Disregarding a woman's feelings by attributing them solely to being a white woman is not only racist, but misogynistic. His comments were inappropriate once again. Apologize, Negro. Take responsibility and stop shifting blame onto the victim. All women are sick of this S. Now, then we come to the next part. This is peak leftist hypocrisy, she said. This is peak leftist hysteria and hypocrisy. As a woman, I'm disgusted by his vile and irresponsible response. Straight up victim blaming and victim shaming. It's like George Stephanopoulos all over again. The real question is, will his network's management actually stand up and hold him accountable? Damn. Did you get that? Now, I wanted to save this to the end. By the way, the real question is, will his network's management step up and hold him accountable? Now, it says that CNN noted Dyson is not employed by the network as a contributor and declined additional comments. So CNN is saying, excuse me, Little Miss White wannabe Carolyn Bryant lady, he's not actually employed by our network. So that's not so great. So, Michael, are you saying that you are another one of these niggas like the writers over there at The Root and at Ebony? Y'all are just going on these places for free? What? They're not even getting paid? Y'all are just showing up to get exposure? Y'all are showing up on TV for free? Okay, that would be interesting. But obviously, I would suggest to you all that this is probably a little more indicative of why Michael is running out there trying to yell all this stuff, by the way. And it's okay, because the little white woman is calling in white reinforcements. She's calling in the white cavalry to defend her white womanhood. She's calling in the white cavalry to defend her white womanhood. She's calling in the cavalry for that. By the way, for those in the chat room who are not listening very well, it says that CNN said that he's not employed as a contributor. So, ADHD students, they're saying he's not employed. He's not being paid as a contributor. Okay. What we doing? So it's obvious she's trying to call in the white cavalry. And then Michael's response is to go out here and air all his damn laundry. I send a whole bunch of white women. I tell a bunch of white women they gorgeous. Okay. This is nothing. I tell hella white women that they gorgeous. I tell them all the time. Michael, are you listening? Do you think you cleaning this up? And this is what they do. This is your so-called black representation on television. The Michael Eric Dysons, the Van Joneses, the Simone Sanders, all the Don Lemons. This is why they get gigs. Not because these networks don't know what they're about, but specifically because they do know what they're about. Michael Eric Dyson is no threat to white supremacy. He's no threat. They're not worried about him. They know what he's on. They know what he's looking for. They know what he's about. You take a look at this picture up here with this Skeletor looking broad. You tell it, does he look like he's uncomfortable? Remember that old Louise Jefferson song?
Nigga, please.
Back to back, belly to belly. Okay, Michael, he done brought the old girl in. Even though he has a little help in the belly department, but yeah, Michael done yanked on in. Michael's like, damn, this feels nice. Michael's like, damn, I forgot. With 20 years of depreciation, I forgot what this felt like. This feels kind of nice. Yeah, Michael, now he's trying to explain away everything. So you all can believe whatever you want to believe in that regard. Although, Michael, if you all want to know what the receipts were for Michael explaining, this is on his own Twitter page. The receipts are in. Lies. Now, of course, you're going to have some suspected white supremacists in there. But by the way, even among some non-white folk, it's just everybody sees what it is. Everybody sees what it is. Everyone sees what it is. It's, bruh, come on now. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on, man. You know we can see your text exchange, right? Come on. My man, she's hot. You shot. Facts are you're poorly dressed, very unattractive, didn't work out, show some humility. Damn! He's like, they ain't going for my pension pimping? It's a no. You're not Mr. Steal Your Grandma. This is, I need to be a grandma. Y'all, the comment section, it ain't going great. Now, of course, you know, Andy, there's no reason for him to even show up. But, dude, we saw the text. Yeah, it's just, we saw the text. So it's, the white supremacists are swooping in, but he gave him such a damn easy target. He gave him such a damn easy target. So, yeah, Mike, it's not working for you. It's not working for you. We've all seen this one a bunch of times. It's like, yeah, we all know this nigga. We've all met this nigga about 20, 30 times in our lives. We know this one. So, Mike, yeah, bro, you can explain away all you want to there. I just don't know how that's going to work for you. You can explain away all you want to. I just don't know if it's going to work for you as well as you're telling yourself that it will. And what this really does is, once again, it exposes, the old niggas in the room. It exposes that. It exposes their duplicitous, ulterior motives. You want to know why it is that we can't get somebody to talk about reparation when they do get on a platform like this? We can't get a serious conversation or serious representation. Yeah, because they know this is what he's here for. This is what he came for. We came for black empowerment, and he came for interracial sexual access. He came for that. And was damn hell-bent for leather to get it. These are the things that are happening when the television cameras are off, y'all, when we're not in the rooms. If you want to know why it is, they bring the same niggas on all the time, and they keep having positions. You want to know why it is? Because this is what they're really about. And everybody knows it. This is what they came for. This is why we can't get accurate representation. Because this is what they came for. This is what they're about. This is what they're doing. And this is what they came for. This is what they came for. I've told you about these so-called HBCUs, these black academics and all this stuff. Niggas try to argue with me year after year, like we're going to have some solidarity and whatnot. I'm like, man, you can't have no solidarity with a fellow who is looking for the first set of pasty cheeks he can grip. You're not going to have solidarity with that. Not going to happen. He's sitting there with this woman who all of us called out from day one, and he's sitting up here soft. Why is he going so soft on her? Why he going so nice on her? And then you check out her text messages. He done slid in the DMs. Now you see why he won't talk to her the way we do. Now you see why they won't do it. Not just because they want to check, because they want some cheeks.
And deal with it, nigga.
They out here for checks and cheeks. You and me are out here for survival. This why we can't get them to move. So you stop being silly. Stop expecting them to come over to our side. They running a game. They want you to be simple-minded and give them the damn benefit of the doubt. I've been telling you for decades now, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. You get took in by some flim-flam preacher talk. His wife sitting at home, and this what's happening on his phone. Wouldn't this be a son of a gun? Oh, I'm gonna go there. Wouldn't this be a damn blip? If I want to see the timestamps on these pictures.
What?
Boy, I wish they had some timestamps on it. 8:56, because the screenshot that she put up on Twitter, it has the time of 8:56 at the top of it, but that doesn't tell me when she got the messages. That doesn't tell me when they were sent or received. Because let me tell y'all something. If Mike sent those messages like after 7 p.m., damn! I want to see some timestamps. Mike, did you send them messages after 7 p.m., after 8 p.m., Mike? Did you do that? I'm just wondering, wouldn't it be a son of a gun if he was laying in bed next to Marsha?
Nigga, please.
Oh, if he was laying in bed next to Marsha, tapping away to Nancy. Oh, wouldn't that just be scandalous? Wouldn't that be dirty low down? Wouldn't that be awful? If Nancy really wants to blow up the spot, show them timestamps. Show them timestamps. Let's see, what time did he send that to you? Because if it wasn't during business hours, oh boy. Wouldn't it just be dirty as hell if he was laying next to Marsha and shh, don't tell nobody. Okay. All right. So-called black representation in the media. However, you might disagree. Therefore, you can go ahead and give us a call up on Zoom. The link is posted in the chat room. I pinned it at the top of the chat for you there. You can definitely go ahead and check that out for us here as we have the only level-minded conversation about this. I'm trying to hit on all the cylinders and touch on all the squares there for it. But yeah, folks, these old niggas in our representation in the corporate media. And so this is how they got their jobs and keep their jobs. And this is what's going on behind the scenes. I've been telling you for decades. Now they just brought the reality of it to you here. And it is what it is. I want to thank everyone who has contributed for tonight's program on PayPal, Super Chat, Venmo. Nancy King, not to be confused with Nancy Mace. Thank you very much for your contribution here tonight. Here, I want to thank you as well. To my man Logic Before Emotion, thank you for gifting some memberships here. Bang Pros, Dark Star, everybody, FBA Queen, everybody else here in the chat room for contributing on Super Chat. Thank you very much for your support here as well, along with Mark B. We're going to take a very brief commercial non-commercial break. Before we do, a brief reminder here.
This is Dame Dash with Jason Black.
Hi, I'm Teddy Riley with Jason Black.
My name is Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Hi, I'm Muggsy Bogues with Jason Black.
This is Jada Kiss with Jason Black.
And Black Channel Films.
With Black Channel Films.
And Black Channel Films.
For Black Channel Films.
Sales are open here in New York City for our premiere in Times Square for 8 a.m. The black media representing the grassroots. So in Times Square here, the tickets are on sale now. Folks have been buying them left and right. Very proud to see that. I'm very proud to see the response we're getting to it. So you all can go ahead and join us for that as well. 8 a.m. movie.com. That is 8 a.m. movie.com. Ahmad's posted it there in the chat room. You are welcome to join us. We're going to take a very brief commercial, non-commercial break. When we come back, your phone calls and more. This is the Black Channel.
Are you looking for real financial advice? Thornton Financial is here to help. Certified financial planner Jason Thornton specializes in tax and wealth planning. Are you living paycheck to paycheck with no retirement plan? Do you need help with the IRS? Book your free consultation with Thornton Financial today. Budgeting, savings, debt management, and retirement. Even tax debt settlements. Get the advice you need to live your best life. Book your free consultation appointment today. Go to www.thornton-financial.com.
Hi, I'm Mr. B, and I welcome you to visit my website, mrbtheteacher.com. Explore our site for my latest book, my blog, and podcast that are packed with insightful articles, tips, and strategies to help students navigate the educational journey. Need more help? Check out my education consulting and tutoring services for engaging lessons, downloadable resources, and personalized learning plans. Please join us at mrbtheteacher.com today. Thank you all for listening.
Order yours today to experience all the benefits of Ash Kickin' Body Butter. With skin so smooth and soft, you'll thank us for it. Shop Ash Kickin' online. That's ASHKICKIN.com.
Hi, this is Brenda Starr, creator of Poetry with a Purpose and author of the book Pressed But Not Crushed. Pressed But Not Crushed is an anthology of political poems that address current and historical issues in American descendants of slave population and African American population. The book describes slavery and its residuals, Jim Crow segregation, social depredation, and other relevant issues to American descendants of slaves and African Americans, including the current political climate that does not address our issues.
This is the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the Black Authority. Very glad to be with you all here this evening. And yeah, Michael Eric Dyson is showing us all again here that in the corporate media, niggas come cheap. Niggas come cheap in the corporate media. They come cheap. If you want to go ahead and talk to us here, the link to the Zoom is in the chat room there. I won't require you to, I won't show your face on camera, but I do require you to have your camera and your microphone turned on just to make sure we don't have any trolling issues. So definitely you are welcome to go ahead and give us a call here tonight for that. I'll go ahead and see if I can get a couple of folks up here on the line. But you definitely go ahead and welcome to call us. And we need to have this kind of conversation amongst ourselves here. The corporate media is not going to do this. Your HBCU is not going to host this. They're going to sit up here and pretend that all this stuff is not even happening. So there's all the more reason why it is that we have to be available to have this conversation ourselves, because this sure does explain why a whole lot isn't getting done. In the chat room there, Joaquin, let's go ahead and get that straightened out. All right, Joaquin, make sure your audio's on. What's on your mind?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Driving. Yes, I'm from Jersey. I was thinking. I mean, he has the third wife. So he's on his third wife right now. He's out of Vanderbilt University in Tennessee. It's not Tennessee, it's Nashville, Tennessee. Like you can tell how the type of Negroes they'll choose. The fact that he's even accepted in this Deep South University as a professor, that tells you everything you need to see about him. It also kind of reminds me of the Roland Martin a few years ago with the Megyn Kelly. Like they talk black, they are representatives, but look at the people that's accepting of them.
I have not been able to find that damn picture of Roland and Megan at that Christmas party or whatever it was. I don't know who scrubbed that or whatever. I've been looking for it. So anybody out there who's got that picture from Roland Martin with him and Megyn Kelly all booed up for a Christmas party or whatever it was some type of Christmas party back then. I have not been able to find that picture since. I know I did a program on it. I know I showed it then. As far as finding the original picture, I have not been able to find it then. And oh yeah, that just explains a hell of a whole lot, brother. These folks, what I'm saying is that this is why we can't get nothing done. Niggas is cheap. They'll sell us out for a corporate job. They'll sell us out for some interracial sexual access. It's not like the price is high. It's not like there's a high price.
It's less than, it's even less than money and sex. It's just even less. Just a pat on the head. It's a pat on the head, man.
And that's why they know the nigga's gonna crash and burn.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cheap to buy, which also means he's easy to ruin. When they get ready to scuttle him, they're done.
It says a lot about the grievances they have with people with Kamala Harris. Like they have to make this. This must have been a memo because everybody does that. That's the new thing. You got to say her name right. Kamala. What you call? They had Jill Stein. You know Jill Stein is trash, but they had Jill Stein on the Breakfast Club a week or two ago, and her running mate, some other brother, pro-Palestine cat, but he was on there. He said Kamala, and they was ripping her. They had that black dude on his heels the whole time. Every time they were so nasty towards him, but that Kamala thing, that's the only thing they have to say. They can't speak to any good she meant. They can't speak to a record, so they can just try to, it's like a gotcha moment.
Everything is about bullying everybody to get in line.
Yeah.
They're not telling us the benefits of it. Everything is just try to bully us, shame you, bully you. Y'all just need to get in line. Don't ask no questions. Get back in line. It's like, okay, that's not going to go well for you. I'll let you have the last word.
Hey man, thank you, TBA. I took your advice and got into trucking. I got another career I had to finish off, but I would recommend all the I'm in my late 40s, all the younger guys, younger men and women, especially the young guys. If you're kicking around, go get your CDL, man. I would do it. I wish I could have did this years ago. I just got a union trade career I had to finish off. I got a few more years to retire, but I would recommend this, and I thank you for your advice. I know that you do your program for the younger people, but even someone like myself that's around your same age, I was able to utilize it. Slow down in my local, and I was able to do this, and it really is better than kicking around collecting unemployment like I've done throughout my career when it gets slow like this, or traveling. Usually I travel to different territories. I didn't have to travel. I just worked one steady job, no unemployment, just making money. It was worked well for me. And I recommend it for anybody else, all the other things too, the nursing, electrician, some of these other things that TBA is kicking, man. Go out there and do it, man.
Well, thank you very much for letting us know about that. No secret societies required, no boule butt kissing, no fraternities, no sororities. When you serve the people, no paddling.
Exactly.
When you serve the people, your work speaks for itself. So I thank you very much, brother. Make the most of it. You can't pay it back, pay it forward. There's always somebody else out there who's going to learn from your example. So make the most of it.
All right, peace out, guys.
Thank you very much for giving us a call. Like I say here, I've been doing this going on 2 decades right now, and the proof is in the pudding there. It's where it is. Let your work speak for itself. I don't have to sit up here, no secret handshakes, no Mason shrines or whatever. If you serve the people and you good for everybody else here, it's going to show where you are, or at least it should be able to. All right, I got Michael on the line here. Why is he squinting his eyes at the phone here? He can't see it good. All right, turn your YouTube off. Turn your YouTube off, sir. You don't need that anymore. It's going to make an echo.
I wanted to just thank you for this broadcast tonight. You're exposing a bigger issue than this fraud. Everywhere I've ever worked, no matter how homely or portly or just flat out ugly these white women look, they always think somebody will try to smash or holler at them. I really am disgusted by this guy, because this woman is hideous. There's nothing about, maybe she's in shape, but black men, are we this mesmerized at this point?
Somebody married Tarana Burke.
Damn, that's a good point.
Somebody married Tarana Burke. You know, you name any ugly broad out there you want to name, man. Somebody done flip-flopped it. So it's, on the one hand, you might have your standards, but there's a bunch of, look, let's just keep it real. There's a bunch of fellas out here, when they can creep on the sneak, we got to keep it real. This is what's going on. These white women aren't saying this because they don't know what's happening. They're saying it specifically because they do. Remember years ago when Paris Hilton first came out and talking about she didn't want black dudes trying to talk to her and stuff because every time I go to the club, the black dudes are always swarming me. Okay, she wasn't telling you what somebody else's story. She's like, hey, if I walk up in here, if I snap my fingers, it's going to be a bunch of ASAP Rockies and whatever. They going to try to holler, so you can think whatever you want to, but Iggy Azalea and them, she's like, my DMs refute anything you saying. Sarah Palin, we can go down the list. Now, them dudes might not be solid. You and me might consider them coons. We might consider them not to be solid. They kind of weak. Okay, but the bottom line is, they there. So she doesn't have any doubts that she's going to get a response.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to thank you for this broadcast tonight with this ugly heifer trying to put him on blast, wasting our taxpayer dollars in a session, trying to expose this dude. This stuff goes on all through. I've worked at several Fortune 500 companies in corporate America, and this has happened to me time and time again. Some horrific-looking white woman, normally the fat ones, because they think, the other stereotype is black men like anything with a fat butt will be coming for them. But
I mean, look, you get some chick who built like Honey Boo Boo or built like a sweet potato.
Exactly.
You got a chick who's built like a sweet potato. And, but what I'm saying is that, and of course you live in a society that tells them that they're just like their whiteness is currency, their white womanness is a type of currency also. So they get graded on a curve simply because they're white. So you can't raise them in this society that makes it very clear they get those perks and then tell them it's not there. Because, the problem is somebody's going to honor that little old trailer park check. Somebody going to honor it. They're going to honor that trailer park voucher. They're going to honor it. That's the issue that you have. You can say whatever you're saying. She knows somebody somewhere is going to honor this. And with that being the case, as men, this is why it's important for us to be on code as black men, because the 2 or 5% who sit up here and kiss her ass, that reflects on the rest of us. Well, Jason, why? No matter, we might not associate with him, we might not live around him, but he's wearing our uniform. He's wearing our skin. He's wearing our phenotype. He's wearing our uniform. And if you're going to wear our colors, we got to keep dudes in line. We got to keep them in line. Because what you're saying is absolutely correct. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Like I said, you can call them whatever you want to here. You're not going to convince her that she ain't Miss It when Michael is sitting over there. Okay, just because it's Josephus or whatever hollering this, that's gonna get mileage. It is. Let me go ahead and see if I can get Tudor up here. All right, there you go. Okay, Agnes. All right, she changed her names on us. All right, Agnes, what's on your mind?
Hi, good evening. I just wanted to briefly chime in on Michael Eric Dyson and his hypocrisy. A lot of these so-called coons that suck up to the elite want us in particular, regular black folk airing out their dirty laundry. First of all, I just looked up and found out he's on wife number 3. So if he strikes out with this because of this snow bunny, it's on him. Second of all snow bunnies, that racist Nancy Mace, my God. And then I also found out that when Michael Dyson was talking about we need to protect Kamala Harris, he's going to go out with this snow bunny. He got the receipts. His wife now knows. Then on top of that, he had allegations of sexual misconduct following him around. Now, the students at Vanderbilt University brought this up and tried to boycott his coming on board as a professor, but he's still there as far as I know. And now, in light of all of these revelations where he's booed up with Snow Bunny, he's already lost his credibility. And he already know what Nancy Mace is about. He might get the Cosby treatment off of this. Just saying.
Oh, that's very easy, because you got to understand, especially at his age, nigga, they've been keeping their file on you the whole damn time. They've been keeping notes on you the whole damn time. So when the first chick fall out, that's why I started the program saying it. He's trying to get ahead of all the rest of them, because he knows that white woman has basically sent the kite. She's done sent the signal to the rest of them. Now that she done said something, okay, white supremacists unite. This is being on code. She doesn't have to email any of them. She doesn't have to text them. She doesn't have to know them. They all know what the response is supposed to be now. They saw what she did. They all know what they're supposed to do. Now they're all supposed to come falling out the woodwork. That's what they're supposed to do. We're about to see just how many of them will. That's why he's sitting up here explaining and naming as many names as he can. He's letting you know there are others. The real question is whether or not they're going to say something.
All that pulpit pimp splaining is not going to go over very well, because if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about? He already got allegations that's been following him from college campus to college campus. And again, now that everything's out in the open and his current wife she's staying quiet, but
okay, well, let's call that for what it is here. Marsha Dyson, she's a light-skinned Negro. Okay, y'all know what these niggas who do that. I'm just saying, when you got a light-skinned dude and he got a light-skinned chick, I'm like, okay, and they overdo it with the mother queen goddess stuff. When you got a fella who's overdoing it, that's a problem. That's a problem. It's like, okay, dude, you're laying it on thick. You're laying it on real damn thick. What are you trying to compensate for? And then as soon as he gets a chance to be booed up, there he is looking damn comfortable. The other thing I'm glad you said that, because here's the other thing. Talking about, don't tell anybody, we look good together. Do you? What? There's my first question. We look good together. Really? You think so? Because are you looking at the same picture I'm looking at? What, y'all look good together? Explain that to me, Michael. Explain that to me. Because I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, it doesn't look like one of Roland Martin's hostage-taking pictures. It don't look like that. Well, I'm just like, y'all, Michael, are you expressing what you see, or are you expressing an aspiration? We look good together. I'm just like, dude, come on now. What we doing? I'll let you have the last word.
Well, I think this will sink Michael Eric Dyson's credibility. He didn't have much of a career anyway, because he's been on the outs. And now he's messing with Nancy Mace, as she still is in Congress. And she's with, the right-wing bigots, and having a so-called black whackademic booed up with the right wing. Shades of Strom Thurmond. Just gotta say, thanks for taking my Zoom call, and B1.
B1, thank you very much for giving us a call here tonight. Look here, folks, the game don't change. These fellas who sit up here with a Becky Buck dancing. Michael, if you felt this way about her, you've done enough panels with this woman already. You should have just, if that's where you really stood, you should have stood on that. You fellas stood out here with your damn Buck dancing. And then the bill always comes due. Ain't no wonder you niggas done tried this. Y'all try the same old garbage. The bill always comes due. Eventually they gonna send in an invoice for your ass. The bill always comes due, nigga. It always does. The bill is always coming due. These fellas sit up here and think they're going to be on the sneak and on the slick and Tiger Woods and Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson. And then as soon as eventually the day comes where they just all turn on you like an avalanche. You ain't got a single white woman anywhere in America who'll vouch for you. That's why, Michael, you don't need to mention Dana Bash, dude. If Dana does say something, it won't be to support you.
And deal with it, nigga.
Michael, there's no reason to mention Dana Bash. It ain't like Dana Bash is going to come out defending you. If she does say something, it ain't going to be coming to your defense, bruh. Read the damn room. Niggas live in bubbles all their damn lives. Read the damn room. He's sitting up here talking about what he hopes will happen. Read the room. Or don't. You're going to get your wake-up call and whatnot. He think you're going to dance around the first. I'm telling y'all right now, if a second white woman falls out the damn woodwork with text messages, Michael's in trouble. If another one don't say nothing, he can lay low for a little bit and then resurface. If another white woman falls out the damn rafters showing text messages, oh, Mike, that's a wrap. All right, we got my man Dan in Chicago on the Zoom here. What's on your mind, Dan?
Not much. Now this broadcast that you're doing on that dude Michael Eric Dyson, man, I'm really not surprised. I'm not shocked. I know you ain't shocked. Ain't none of us shocked. So yeah, it's petty on her part, but at the same time, he knows that she's a white supremacist. She's the racist kind, and truth to be told, she looked older than him. So when you say 46, I say 46. But it's another thing I want to bring. Can I ask you a question, though? I know you probably know this. Is he biracial? Is he one of these biracial dudes?
Well, he's just a light skin. I don't know if he's biracial for certain. I hadn't seen his parents like that. But if he's not biracial, he'll do till the biracial gets here.
Yeah, there's a reason why I asked that, because I know there's a lot of biracial. People who got who's black. I think they kind of use that as well. How she could be racist and I'm half white, so let me go and shoot my shot. It's the reason why I asked that, because you got a lot of old niggas and you got a few biracial that who thinks like that until they get told the hard way, like, hey, you ain't one of us.
They think they're privileged, brother. This is what I mean. He's in a bubble. He doesn't deal with real black folk. His only interaction with black people is on damn me Twitter. But in reality, they don't live black. They live white. And what he's showing you is how he lives. So in his mind, he thinks that there's more proximity between him and her than there is between the rest of us. And what he's showing you is as he's gotten older, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. That at some point, they want to take some benefits off the table. Okay, let's just call it what it is. They want to take some benefits off the table. What the hell is the use of having all this academia? Maybe he got a little money under him, most likely not. Okay, but he's not able to flex it and use it. He's not getting no shine. Remember, he originally came out as the hip-hop professor. He's not getting no shine from that. So you're seeing other fellas getting stuff you're not getting. Yeah, he's ready for some action. He's ready for some validation. And it's not happening. So then you start getting... what's really happened, I'm predicting that if you really investigate it, you're going to see that he's starting inching in this direction. They get more reckless and a little more reckless and a little more reckless with the next one. They have all this proximity to these white women. It's casual and whatnot, but over time, you're feeding yourself this line, and you say one thing and then you say something else, and it starts inching its way over, and you're getting a little more reckless and a little more blatant. And then next thing you know, you sending text messages like this to a divorced congresswoman. Because let's just say that in that hallway with his arm wrapped around that waist, that's it. Becky got him. She got him. That was it. She knew it. He threw that arm around the waist. She like, okay, she liking some of this Negro proximity, even if it's a little bit diluted. But she knew she got his nose wide open.
And truth to be told, man, a nigga like that, he knows better. Like he knows that she's a white supremacist and all that.
That's where you're wrong. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He don't, brother. They don't get it. Look, it's just like you a street nigga. You know, right. Niggas in the suburbs don't get it. Yeah. He don't get it. He think these folk cool with him. He's sitting there like, remember hearing Skip Gates, nigga. What? I'm in handcuffs. What? You like, nigga? This was always coming. The only one shocked was him. This was always the deal. This was the way it was always gonna go. They're the ones who don't get it. When they get around these folk long enough, they get seduced by a siren song. Oh, you're different. Oh, we just treat the others like that because, well, they don't talk and act like you. You're different. And then they believe it. Next thing you know, brother, you can't hear nothing. Especially if they got a couple of white women under their belts. It's like, oh, they Robert Griffith III. They're not hearing a damn word you say. And so, yeah, they really do believe that until the other shoe drops. And then they remind them. Then they stop with the bull crap. But, brother, they don't see that as long as these folks sit up here and pat him on the head and you're the house pet. Oh, brother, he don't believe it. He don't believe it at all. He thinks he's found the secret formula. The rest of y'all just are not as smart as me and as eloquent as me and as articulate as me. And if you were, it'd be different. The rest of you are just too uncouth. So I will speak in your defense. But the truth is, I know how to deal with these folk. Yeah, they really do believe they got the secret formula to deal with them.
You know what? I am wrong about that. You know what? You're absolutely right, because especially like somebody like him who academically smart, but we call that white folk smart. But he's not smart when it comes to common sense or when it comes to common sense or street smarts. When I say street smarts, I mean like he's not smart all the way around the board. He's just smart in one area. He's not smart in all the way around the board. If that makes sense.
They focus on the areas that they think serve them. And they block out the things they think don't. Here's the problem. If you play a fool long enough, you're going to become one. There's the issue. You can only play dumb for so long before you're no longer playing. This is who you are now. And this doesn't serve you well because you've kind of muted yourself. You need some instincts that you don't have anymore. So you always got some nigga trying to tell the rest of us that they know how to deal with these white supremacists. Here, you fall back. Let me handle this. And it's not true. Then eventually they get their card punched. The Thomas Sowells, what's his name? Larry Elders. We can go down the damn list. They all talk that garbage until they get their card punched. And then they start calling out racism for a few moments. And then they go back to picking the cotton. And in Michael's case, he'll call it out for a few moments. Then he's going to go back to picking the cotton.
Like Don Lemonade. Did Don Lemonade came back on CNN as
a guest just this last week. They done brought his ass back, dangling him on that network as a damn guest. They done humiliated his ass, and he back there on the network there again, not getting paid nothing. I promise they ain't paying him a damn thing. And in the case of Michael Eric Dyson, brother, they can treat him however they want to because here's the issue. They already know he's a known quantity. All it takes is another white woman winking at him, and everything's going to be forgiven and forgotten. It doesn't matter how bad they drag him. All it takes is another white woman winking at him, and all is forgiven.
One more thing before I go, I want to hold you up. I heard you say like most of them that get on these panels, because I don't know nothing about the corporate media so far as them getting on the panels and all that. I did not have a damn clue. Now this is the part I was blind in, and I could admit, I could tell you this because I don't know. Because if I don't know something, I'm gonna ask questions. I didn't know that these type of dudes, they volunteer to get on. I always thought and believed like, hey, they getting some type of paper out the deal.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The contributor positions are supposed to be paid positions. Now, so when we talk about folk being contributors, yeah, that is supposed to be a paid position, although in recent times, it seems like that may not be the case for certain people. So I think they done swung some deals here and whatnot and let these other folk know, well, hey, we'll let you on TV and that's going to be it or whatever. And so now they got them on some Real Housewives stuff, some wilding out stuff. You on here for quote exposure or whatever. And they want to keep their names out there and stuff. So we'll do you the solid and do you the favor of letting you on the network to comment on this panel or whatever. So yeah, I mean, they're confirming it. This isn't me talking. CNN is saying, oh no, he's not employed as a contributor. He was certainly sitting there contributing. He was a panelist. Oh, but he's not a paid contributor. Oh, well then if he ain't getting paid, he's doing this pro bono.
Oh, that's, you know what? I ain't got no further comment on that.
No, brother, look, they only got their hands out to you and me. These white folks show up, they dance for free. DJ Vlad show up, they dance for free. They only sit up here and try to juice you and me. These white folks show up, they start buck dancing for free.
Yeah, because I thought the same thing with DJ Vlad too. Like all them dudes that's getting on there, and all these dudes that get on there, especially they spitting out certain information you never ever supposed to be talking about with somebody who's not part of your culture or who's not even about that life. But now that I just heard it from you, or you know what I'm saying, that some of these networks break it down, or certain people break it down and say, hey, we ain't pay this dude this much, we pay him this amount of money. And that's I think that's very dangerous though, man. That's really is. And
that's why I wanted to point this out, is that, you know, we've never rocked with Michael like that. But by the same notion, I want you all to be aware of, you know, I have to come back and monitor these things because time's going to reveal it. I got to come back and monitor these things and show y'all, hey, I haven't just been blowing smoke for the last decade and a half. Here's the invoices. Damn, a receipt. Yeah, this is what's really going on. So anybody, well, I mean, they ain't that bad. It ain't that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Michael Eric Dyson, Cornell West. We can go down the list. Yeah, it is. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Let me go ahead and see if I can get Zate up here. Let me see if I can get Zate on here. Zate, I'll give you a couple of moments here to go ahead and get things going. And it's important that we know this. We got to know who's with us and who isn't. This isn't optional. We got to know who is and who isn't. Okay, Zate. All right. Why do you look like a illegal alien in a closet somewhere? Zate, turn your sound on.
Yeah. What's going on, Brother Jason?
All right, brother. What's on your mind?
Not much. I just wanted to say another one bites the dust. You know, it's crazy how they don't never learn. It seems like we go through the same thing over and over and over again. And just another thing, just to piggyback off what you were just saying a little while ago, it seems like all our politicians, the reason, like you said, we can't never get none done is because they too busy trying to live like entertainers. They want to be famous. They want the fame. They want to say they done hung out with this person, hung out with this billionaire or this person, and they just chasing women in skirts. And that's why we really can't get nothing done with these people.
Yeah, I mean, that's my whole point the whole time, is that we are experiencing, they've got different motives than us. They're not trying to change things. They're trying to get famous. I've always had a lot of people asking me, you know, about why it is that over all these years, I've never chased the cult of personality. I've never tried to be a star. I could make hella money out here. I probably got the best voice in the business for what I do. And yet I've never chased that. You know why? Because this kind of thing is a threat. What is your real motive? I'm a true believer. You know, I kind of see this almost in a religious way as Black empowerment. This is the religion. And these other folks are going to see if they can buy you off. I just want to try to give people as clear a contrast as possible. I've never tried to be famous. I've never tried to be well known. I've never tried to leverage that. I've never tried to do any of those things. These other folk out here, yeah, this, for the ones who think they can get away with it, yeah, this is what they're doing. This is what's happening. Van Jones got some DMs and some texts out there, you better believe. And a bunch of the rest of them. So yes, you made a very good point. These so-called academics and politicians, supposedly from our side, they sitting up here trying to be celebrities. That's what they aspire to. Ain't that right, Michelle Obama? Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Barack Obama? What? They aspire to be celebrities. They want to get booed up and go to the Met Gala and all this old stuff right here and get down with Diddy and all that old stuff. And that's not what we're about. We're about survival. You and me, if we're sitting there next to Nancy Mace, first of all, we're not going to be caping for Kamala hard like that. But when Nancy says something white supremacist, we're going to call it out right then, right there, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to call it straight out. If she want to stand next to us in the damn hallway, it's going to be hella awkward. But we're going to call it for what it is. And what she showed Michael was, nigga, you need me more than I need you. And I know I can pull your card anytime I want to. And she did. The bottom line is, by the way, and she did. Michael shouldn't have nothing like that sitting around. At all. Nothing like that. And what she did was send out the signal, if there's any, calling all Beckys. Calling all Beckys. That's what that was for. We gonna see who else answers the call. I'll let you have the last word.
Yes, sir, I just want to say, man, I appreciate everything you're doing. And I just want to tell the people, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Around the time that COVID came, man, with so many businesses opening up and everything, with just that little money we had got from the government, with the PP loans and all, like I said, the little money Trump was getting. And it's a reason why right now they trying to replace us with the immigrants. I just want to let y'all know we still hold the power. Look, we almost messed up the whole economy when we got that little money, man. We started doing our thing. Look, Nike stock started rising up. Like I said, restaurants popping up, that all these seafood places that, man, cost all this money. It was a reason the economy was booming like it was with just that little money we was getting. So don't let them discourage you by always trying to say, hey, what we going to do with our money? What we going to do when we get this, when we get that? Because we know we going to turn it up once we get it. Shout out to you, brother.
Thank you very much for giving us a call. We appreciate that. He makes a very good point in that regard also. A lot of the reason why a lot of folks spend money on small things because they don't have the money to go ahead and get what they're really trying to get there in that regard. If they had it, that's where their resources would be going. And the dominant society knows this, which is why it's about strangling you from having those resources to begin with. But yeah, you're going to find there's a whole bunch of folk out there. They're going to be about their business. Yeah, if they actually had access to it. If they actually had access to it, they could make some moves. Because now they can crystallize it in their heads if they had access to it. All right, let me go ahead and get back over here on Zoom. I got Chris over here on Zoom. What's on your mind?
What's going on, Jay? You all right, brother?
Yes, sir.
Man, you know, I'm kind of disgruntled in seeing this because Michael used to be one of my idols, man. When I in my Socratic awakening, him, Cornel West, you know, I used to quote Michael Eric Dyson all the time, but during this election, man, it really opened my eyes because, you know, the whole notion that, you know, foundational Black Americans, we need something specifically for us. And these Democrats can't seem to get on point with that. And I see why Cornel West and Michael Eric Dyson fell out, because when Obama was running, that's when they really fell out, because Cornel West was critiquing Obama and the Democrats. And here you are with Michael, you know, selling out, for them biscuits, you know. And so now it's really coming full circle. So,
it's really just, and she knew what she was doing. Nancy knew what she was doing. By the way, hey, y'all, I might be a white supremacist, but old Michael here sure does look good next to me, don't he? Yeah. She knew what she was doing, bro. She knew she was pulling his card. She knew, okay, I'm a white supremacist, right? He looks damn comfortable with this white supremacist, though, don't he? So white women know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
That's what she said in that Capitol seat. She said that. Yeah,
that's why she's showing the picture. She's like, yeah, he sure does look comfortable with this white supremacist, though. He looked real giddy with this white supremacist, though, don't he? He looked real giddy with it. And that's what I'm saying. Him trying to sit up here and diss her and go in on her after the fact. I'm like, bruh, the damage is done, man. The time to be talking like this was when you were sitting there on that panel. This goes a little bit differently then. If she lets you talk to her like that and she's still out there smiling afterwards, it's like, okay, this goes a little bit differently. No, then you admit, well, I took it easy on her and I said you was a wonderful person. This goes a whole different way. If she said, you calling me racist? I'm like, well, you sounded like one. The whole thing goes differently. When she said, are you calling me racist? And he backing down, that's it, man. That's it. He got himself.
You don't pull no punches with the white supremacists. You don't do that.
Well, not unless there's something you want. Okay, but look, that's the difference between him and us, bruh. You and me don't want nothing from her.
Yeah,
we don't want, in the words of Khalid Muhammad, I don't want your money, I don't want your time, I don't want your woman, I don't want nothing you got except the money you stole. I don't want a damn thing from you. Okay, brother, it's one thing for you to say that. It's another thing for you to mean that. Yeah, it's one thing for you to say them words. It's another thing for you to say, oh, I meant what the hell I said. Baby, you ain't got nothing I want except the money and power you stole from me. That's all I want. Now, when you really mean that, we ain't booed up in no hallway. Ain't no hand around your waist. Ain't never gonna be no pictures, no text messages like that. You ain't got nothing to offer me.
Yeah,
and I'm just saying, the only thing I do want does not require me to stand in no hallway with you. What I do want, you want to be down there in Congress, heifer, I told you what to get down there with. You can go talk to Congress about that. The only messages I got is cut. If she sent me a thing about nice pig, I'm gonna cut the check. Cut the check. Okay, Nancy, can you send me a picture of that check? I think that's a nice picture. Can you send a picture of that check? Oh, you ain't? Okay, well, holler back at me when you got it. Holler back at me when you have it. That's what the hell you supposed to be on. You supposed to be on that right there. But Brother Michael's never been on it. That's why he can list off this name. I mean, let me just say it like it is. How long Michael been on television on CNN and stuff? Well, going on 2 decades? Over 2 decades now? Brother, so what does that mean? Dana Bash, Aaron Burnett, the rest of them chicks and whatnot, he met them chicks when they were young. I want y'all to understand where this goes. Follow me. Old niggas thinking that they going after me as Silver Fox. All right, dude, tell yourself that if you want to. These old young chicks remember me from back in the day. Okay. He's showing you he's gotten too damn familiar. He's known them since they were young. And that's what I'm telling you is that he's built up a familiarity in his head. And it is not going down the way you telling yourself it is. But, they don't learn. It's lagging indicators. They want to sit up here and think that they're gaining something from it. No, he remembers them from 10, 15 years ago. And what I'm saying is, okay, you've been circling and mingling with them all this time and you done got too damn comfortable. And they're going to let you know what it really is.
Comfortable.
So he knows this is not a good thing. If Dana or the rest of them sit up here and start talking about that and whatnot, and this goes a different direction. That's why I'm like, Michael, why are you naming these people? Why are you dropping names, dude? You splaining your ass off. If you did do that, you shouldn't be saying no names. What is you doing? What are you doing? Brother, why would you do that? If Dana ain't put it out there, why are you doing it?
Telling on themselves.
The niggas ain't even dry snitching no more.
Hey.
Why are you naming all these names like that? If Dana ain't said nothing, what are you doing, man? The other thing is, if she don't want to be out there like that. So why are you, that's just what I do and whatnot. It's like, okay, if she ain't said it's all right, okay. So what brother, they get familiar with them. They got their own little soirees and mingling going on with them. And they tell themselves that's what matters. That's what it's about. And you and me got to step in and say, yeah, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. That's not really what we're trying to do here. But it's a brutal reminder to us. And I mean, it's a good one for us over here in the New Black Media because we've never rocked with Michael. But to remind you all, these are the people that frequent these cable outfits. This is them. This is what's really going on. And no, they might not be on Diddy's tapes. No, they're probably on Epstein's tapes. What? Oh, yeah, by the way, they might not be on Diddy's tapes doing something strange with Lil Wayne. They might not be. They're probably on somebody else's. And then we find out later that 3 or 4 dudes done had Joy Reid stretched across a coffee table. Damn! Or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that they did it. I'm saying I suspect they. I'm suspecting she got some. I'm suspecting that she got some splinters.
You know it, man.
I strongly suspect Joy Reid got some splinters from somebody's coffee table in Soho or the Capital District. I suspect she got some splinters in her butt cheeks from getting rubbed across her. There's something done happened, because how the hell she get to stay on TV all this damn time? Melissa Harris Perry got to go, but you get to stay. Tiffany Cross got to go, but you get to stay. I'm like, there's some splinters in them butt cheeks somewhere. So she's somebody with that fella with some tweezers to this day trying to get him out. And what I'm saying is, by the way, it sounds funny when I'm saying it. Yeah, it sounds funny until you realize, by the way, why the hell can't you get a job with those people? Why is it that the preponderance of folk they got working for them are females? And why is it that you can't get a call from them? So you got mostly females there, and you can't. What the hell are these females doing that you're not doing? What do they got that you don't have? When you can sit up here and name a number of folk who are more photogenic, more articulate, got a built-in audience, and yet they're not calling you for nothing. What the hell are these chicks doing that you're not doing? That's an important thing. What they doing that you ain't? I'm telling you, yeah, that's what it is. We all know that's the get down. That's what it is.
Hey, Jay. I have a question. One, you pointed out. I like how you pointed out that these old niggas, when they get into that type of space, it's music to their ears to hear the white supremacists say, "Oh, you're not like the rest of those niggas." You know, that's one piece.
Oh yeah, that's music to their ears.
That's music to their ears. We've always wanted to hear that since the plantation. And then 2, these old niggas see, white women as reparations, being able to have sex with other culture or women, that's reparations to them old niggas. And then 3, one of your broadcasts, man, touch on the notion of why is it that every time when we as Black people, when we make it somewhere, our predecessor or whoever is training us tells us to keep our head down and you'll make it. Why we always have to keep our head down? You know what I'm saying? Just do the job, keep your head down.
Because you have to be harmless. On the plantations, keeping you harmless, they kept you alive. But a lot of that mentality still goes on here. You made a very good point when you made a very good point. That needs to be a t-shirt. These old niggas think that white women are reparations. What? Yeah, you make a very good point. These old niggas are like, hey, wait a minute, I need my 40 acres, I need a mule, I need them 3 broads over there. They have this Jack Johnson fantasy that has gone unfulfilled. You're absolutely right, brother. What I'm saying is that what do you think they went to these academic schools for? What do you think they got their degrees for? Is to get in those circles and whatnot. They've already had everything else except the one. Now, this is the one thing they have not been able to get. So you are actually very accurate in that. It sounds supercilious. Look it up. It sounds facetious. Look it up again.
Right.
It sounds tongue-in-cheek, like you're kidding, but in reality, no, I'm telling you, no, you're dead on the money. When you find these academics, the Mark Lamont Hills and whatnot, they sit up here and talk crazy to you and me. But this woman can sit here and show the hell out, and they ain't giving them that energy because that's what you came for. And they want to make sure they preserve their interracial sexual access because that's what he wants a degree for. A Black female is not enough. It isn't enough. There's only one thing. How can you tell me that I'm competing with the white men and I'm not able to sleep with the white man's woman? How are you going to tell me that I'm truly competitive? And then dovetailing off what the brother just said to me before here, Zate, about, by the way, these fellas want to be celebrities. Brother, what's the chief perk of being a celebrity? So I get to sleep with all the women except the ones they all really want. I can have sexual access to all the women except the ones that are the stars, except the ones everybody really wants. I don't get those. No, we done left some winnings on the table. And even though Michael is not eligible, even though Michael is not really eligible, he's showing you he wants it. This is a feather in the cap that they've been denied since they were young men. They haven't really gotten that shine and whatnot. They haven't gotten that validation.
Damn, Mike.
And what I'm thinking is that Michael was taking a look at the last fella that she was with, because that dude ain't no damn spring chicken his damn self. He looks like some old, white magnate. His beard is all grayed out. I'm like, yeah, but not the same as you. Not the same as you, Michael. So, yeah, I mean, I'm taking a look at that. That looks like the kind of thing Michael thought might have been a lane for him. He might have thought there was a lane. It's like, yes, it ain't no lane for you, but it also shows you how easy it is to bottom off.
Damn.
That was all it took. And trust me, if they know this, they know about another one. They know about another one.
That's all, Big Brother Jay. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. I'm taking a look at the New York Post. There was a story here from December 2023. Representative Nancy Mace splits with her fiance, got that, frequently discussed her sex life in the office. What? Let me go ahead and see. I want to try to get this on the screen for you all here if I can. Let me go ahead and get this on the screen for you all if I can. Yeah, let me go ahead and load this up on the screen so you all can take a look at this article here from the New York Post. Yes, it is relevant. Yes, it is. There's the article here on your screen. So I want y'all to see this right here. Now, this is from December 2023, so this is just from last year. Just last year. Representative Nancy Mace talked about all these ads. Representative Nancy Mace frequently talked about her sex life in front of junior staffers in her Capitol office while dating her now ex-fiance, according to a report. Quote, she frequently made sexual references in the office and discussed things that were not appropriate in a work environment, a former senior staffer for the South Carolina Republican told the Daily Mail. If Mace was subjecting her staff to tales of her bedroom antics, the 46-year-old Congresswoman could face a House Ethics Committee investigation if one of her aides were to file a complaint with the panel. She's already embroiled in a messy legal dispute with her ex, Charleston entrepreneur Patrick Bryant, over a pair of multi-million-dollar homes the former couple purchased together, according to the outlet. Well, Mace reportedly broke up with Bryant, who popped the question in May 2022 because she found him on a dating app. Damn! Oh, man. So even now this is him on your screen, by the way. This is Patrick Bryant. So this is the guy she really wanted. Okay, y'all ain't gonna like this, but let me call it what it is. Now take a look at the dude she really wanted. And here's Michael. Damn! What?
Auntie, chill!
What? I swear I didn't stop that deliberately like that. I didn't know it was going to freeze on that frame. But by the way, yeah, this is what she wanted. And this is what wants her.
Nigga, please.
Yeah, this is what she asked for. And this is what Amazon delivered. Yes, it's been slim pickings at the Mace household now for a while. It's been what do you do when the person you want doesn't want you and the person who wants you isn't quite what you were looking for? It's not quite what it used to be there. But by the way, yeah, this dude right here, oh, by the way, yeah, his suit looks like it fits a little better. Oh, yeah, but you say he probably papered up. Yeah, and here's the other thing right here. So what in the world are you talking about, woman? What is she talking about here? They're in a messy legal dispute over a pair of multi-million-dollar homes that the couple purchased together. So I'm like, okay, well, multi-million-dollar homes they purchased together. Really? All right. Wow. Okay, now look at this right here. In one uncomfortable moment in July, she suggested that she was nearly late to former GOP presidential candidate Tim Scott's prayer breakfast because Bryant wanted to get intimate. Ladies, it is maximum cringe when you talk about your sex lives. It doesn't make you look more desirable. That's the hoe in you talking. So, Michael, yeah, you probably understood what she was, but don't you understand what happens when hoes go rabid? When hoes go feral, bruh. That's it. Quote, when I woke up this morning, Tony Soprano, at 7, I was getting picked up at 7:45. Patrick, my fiance, tried to pull me by my waist over this morning in bed, and I was like, no, baby, we don't got time for that this morning. I got to get to the prayer breakfast, and I got to be on time. A little TMI, Mace told a room full of Christians at the event. Yeah, Michael, she in the streets, bruh. So no wonder Michael lobbing them shots. Yeah, she in the streets. Yeah, I mean, he understood what it was, but bruh, she ain't. You moved too quick, Mike. You moved too quick. You gotta ease on up. You was too damn desperate. You're like, hey, everybody else done got they shot. Ain't I do something? Michael was like, hey, everybody else done got to rub up. Ain't I do? Hey, you ain't papered up enough, Mike. You're not papered up enough. Then she said, I know he can wait. I'll see him later tonight. She added as some in the crowd nervously laughed. She talking to some Christian folk. Okay, I'll let that speak for itself. I'll let that speak for itself. So, yeah, no wonder Michael thought, hey, she got a rep. Well, she probably does. She probably does. Well, he say her rep is out there. Okay, Michael, but you got to handle it properly, my dude. This is not the proper way to do it. She in the streets. Okay. Let me go ahead and get back over here on Zoom. I got Daryl on Zoom. Daryl, what's on your mind? Okay, Daryl, you're on Zoom. You're unmuted. What's on your mind, Daryl? Oh, Daryl looked like about an 80-year-old Andre Brower. Daryl, last try, brother. You are on. All right, Daryl is trying to get associated with this newfangled technology and it ain't working out for him here. So, yeah, man, yeah, dude, we see what she wanted. And old boy's like, hey, he brought the beard and the bag, and okay. He brought don't you know she feels some kind of way? At least she can have a multi-million-dollar fight with this dude. At least she can have one. What the hell? What kind of multi-million-dollar fight she gonna have with Michael? She letting you know, she gonna hold on to you, bro. She 46 years old. You think you gonna leave without a fight? Hell no. You better call your damn lawyers. Think you gonna break up with her? You think you gonna break up with her at 46? She actually had an opportunity to get remarried to somebody who wasn't a bum. You got multi-million-dollar homes going on. You think, dude, look, only way you gonna get away from this relationship is litigation. Only way you gonna get out of this relationship is litigation. That is it. So I hope you save some money for your lawyers because that's the only way you're getting out of this relationship. So it's okay. When she's sitting up here like, oh, I am just, that's the whole thing she wants to say is I'm desired. Yeah, you see this neckline, by the way. She sure does love showing off her goodies. Where is that on Twitter? Yeah, she thinks she got it. She likes showing off her goodies. Yeah, you can. She's always trying to show off some cleavage. Always trying to show off some cleavage, except, when she got around the Negroes, she got on her little body dress, but she like, oh, no cleavage for you. But everywhere else, she's always trying to show some cleavage to you there. So, yeah, the last train leaving for her, she was like, oh, hell, he ain't going nowhere. Somebody in the chat room said he paid for him. Yeah, she like, I'll be damned. I'm getting out these damn streets. So she went there to let folks know she is sexually desired. And then she's at the office and whatnot. Hell yeah, she a freak. This is what you got in Congress. I'm not joking right now. Kamala Harris, Nancy Mace. Every time you turn around, it's freak tales all over D.C., man. How you think you're going to get all these rich white men to give you $20 million for a Senate campaign? What? It's freaks all over. Sarah Palin. It's freaks all over D.C. They might be a little bit too old for Instagram, but for some of these 70 and 80-year-old white men running around there, she prime real estate. Now that the 20-something-year-olds done stop calling, they prime real estate. It's freaks all over. I'm not even joking. All those interns, they dress the same damn way. The interns got on short skirts and showing off cleavage. They trying to get some old dirty congressman to sit up here and give up the bag. She could get voted out of Congress any damn day now. Yeah, Lauren Boebert. Oh yeah, big one there. Do you see how, I'm talking about folks who are still there now. Do you see how long this list is going of currently serving freaks? You got currently serving freaks in office. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm like, she's trying to show off how fit she is. I mean, all right. You got currently serving freaks in office. I'm talking about confirmed freaks in office. Confirmed. I know Monica Lewinsky is somewhere talking about, damn, I should have filed my papers to run for office. That's the only place I messed up at. Confirmed freaks. They talking about the men who went to Epstein Island. Y'all need to be asking about the women. Y'all need to be asking about the women. That's where it's really going down. So there's a reason that you can't get nothing. You trying to get a job at CNN? I'm like, you ain't qualified. Okay. You're not qualified. What does it take to get qualified? More than you got. Okay. All right. This is vote for Kamala. Michael, if nobody else comes falling out of the woodwork, you're probably going to make it through this. A little worse for wear, a little humiliated. You'll probably make it through this. They're going to put you on ice for a minute. Let you sneak back in as we get closer to the election. They need an eloquent Negro to sit up there and babble for 10 minutes through a break. But Mike, if another white woman comes out dropping text messages, talking about inappropriate messages from a married man, if another white woman falls out the damn rafters, you in trouble, bruh. It's gonna be rough on you. If another one pops up, Don't talk about how much you love black women if that ain't really what you own. Thinking that these white women are going to keep your secrets for you. Don't sit up here and talk about you repping team black female and that ain't what you own. One of these white women you winking at gonna set you out. Michael would have been okay if he hadn't been talking like this all this time. It would have been, oh well. But now you've been false flagging. So the moral of this story is, hey, be who you gonna be. Whatever it really is, be that. But don't false flag. Cause one of them chicks gonna drop the dime. When it's in her best interest to do so, when it's to her advantage, she gonna drop the dime. And here you gonna be on Instagram babbling, trying to explain to the world, you see, what it really was, no, it wasn't really like that. What it really was. That's where you gonna be at. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here tonight. If you are new here to the Black Channel, welcome to the haven of intelligent black thought. We do this every weekend. Click that red subscribe button. Click that yellow notification bell. Join us each and every time that we're here. If you haven't been to our website, blackchannelfilms.com, you want to go check out our groundbreaking best-selling documentary work, 7 a.m. Gentrified Race War. Blackchannelfilms.com. And at 8ammovie.com, we are releasing 8 a.m. The other theaters here, we're getting those arranged now. So I want to wait until I make sure we firm that up. We've had some delays on some of their parts, but I didn't want to sit up here and go months. Like I say, when we're ready to go with it, we're going to go ahead and go with it. So be looking for that. I'm going to be adding those here soon. Coming to a city near you. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to tonight's program. Thank you for watching live or recorded. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And this concludes tonight's broadcast of the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the Black Authority. And until next time, my brothers and my sisters from around the world, remember, black is the future and the future is uncompromising.